Hello and welcome to class number 4. This one is about party presentation. Um, this is preparing to have a great party and also doing the party itself. So getting ready to do a party, girls, the first thing you need to do is make sure your kit is clean and neat. Things that you've been using for a while and your bottles are getting like a quarter of the way empty, you want to buy a new one of those, okay? And then use the new one to show at your parties and use the old one to refill it, okay? You always want to make sure your bottles look brand new. Your labels are not scuffed up. The bottles are clean. There's no drippies anywhere. But make sure that your kit is clean and neat and of course well stocked. Okay, if you're only showing 3 or 4 items at a party, you're not going to get very many sales because ladies need to see what they're buying. You can't just hold, and say, oh, go to page 4, that item right there, it's wonderful, take my word for it. You'll want to add that to your order form. It doesn't work that way. You have to actually let people taste, touch, and feel. The only way that happens is if you keep a well-stocked kit. And if I haven't already told you, ladies, if you sell something out of your kit, replace it immediately. Do not wait. Okay? And when I say immediately, I'm talking within the next 24 hours. Place the order online, get to the office and replace the item. If you don't like that item that you sold, replace it with something else, but keep the same amount of products in your kit at all times. The reason why is because if you start off with a smaller kit, you want to continue to add to your kit and make it big, and the reason why is because you want overstock. You want things that girls can buy that night and take home that night, not just buying things straight out of your kit that you just showed them. Okay, it's like you passed around the stuff that tastes good and then you say, oh well, this is the only one I have. Really? Why'd you show it to if that's all you have? You understand what I'm saying? You need to have extra stock. So you start off with a smaller kit. First few parties that you do, take every bit of profit that you make and put it back into stock, because people will buy what they can take home with them. Okay, that's how you get your parties to be big dollar parties, is so that people can take it home. So make sure your parties are well stocked. We've already covered this once in one of the other classes, but dress up, girls. Okay, I can't stress that enough. You want to make money, look like you're there to make money. Okay, you make sure that you are dressed to the nines. You look like $1 million. And when I say dress up, here's the deal, girls. Okay, yes, we do sell sex toys and lotions and potions and sex, taste goods and things like that. But girls, dressing sexy is not dressing up. Okay, you're mostly working with women. Why would you want to wear a low cut blouse for the women? Why would you want to wear a super short skirt? We're women. You're not selling sex. You're selling romance enhancements. You need to look like a professional person. Okay, sexy is not the good thing in this business. You need to look professional, not sexy. Okay, just a little distinction some people seem to have a little bit of hard time with. You always want to arrive at your party 30 minutes early, and the reason why is you need this time to not only set up, you want to set up your store in the room that you're going to be taking orders, put out all your extra goodies all over the bed, and make sure you've got it all displayed very nicely. Get your booking calendar ready for the when you go to take your credit cards, you have to queue everything up. Well, if you go ahead and do that when you're setting up, go ahead and turn on the phone swipe where you're going to take your credit cards. Go ahead and turn that app on and let it go ahead and queue up, while the party's going on, because it takes a few minutes for everything to queue up and look good. So go ahead and get that started. Get your pen out, get your calculator out, get your hostess packs out, get everything ready to do business. All you have to do is walk back there and start doing business, okay? But get everything, and then of course go back out front, set up your presentation. You want to set up, you're going to show this first and that second and this third and this fourth. So just line it up the way you're going to show it. Have your catalogs ready, have your order forms ready, any games that you're going to play, any prizes, get it all ready, okay? And then of course, if you've got everything set up and ready to go and people start arriving, then of course help the hostess by letting her finish up the last minute things that she's doing, because they're never always totally ready. There's always something in the kitchen that they're doing, making punch or whatever. So answer the door for her. okay? And introduce yourself and get their names as they're coming in so you can start talking right off the bat. And it's like, and my name is Naney. I'll be doing the party. And what's your name? Sue. How do you know our hostess, Sue? Get the conversation started. Women buy from friends, and friends know their name. So as people come in, try to remember their name. And if you're not one of those people that can remember names easy, go to the dollar store and get those name badges. People will forget their wearing the name badge, but they won't forget how friendly you were and how you called them by name. Okay, because friends know your name, and women buy from friends. It's just one of the things about sales. Okay, so get to know people. Start talking to them. And like I said, put name tags on them if you're not good at remembering names. There are 12 steps to doing a party. The 12 steps are: introduce yourself, play the name game, thanking the hostess, the sensuality test, taking care of business, how to keep track, show lotions and potions, show lingerie, show the novelty items or the adult toys. Then you want to do your cash and carry and your grab bags. You want to do your little recruiting commercial. And then also you want to do a closing remarks. Closing remarks are very, very important. It's as important as doing your thanking the hostess, which is going over everything that she's going to win as our hostess. So closing remarks are huge. So make sure that as you're, and all this information is in your manual when you get your kit, by the way, okay? And you're not going to have to try to remember it from here. All of this information, the 12 steps to doing a party, are all in your manual, okay? It's also online, by the way. Under new ambassadors, you'll find manual. Okay, so click on that. That's the manual right there. It shows you the 12 steps to doing the party, and actually just lines it all out for you. I mean, for word if you want to, or it'll just give you do this, do this, do this, do this. Okay, it's pretty easy. Okay, grab your pen. Our first code word is without. WITHOUT, without. Okay, write that down. That's one of the code words that's going to go to your upline. I do want to expand a little bit more on the closing remarks. The closing remarks at your party is the difference between having a ho-hum kind of party or a fantastic party. Because let me give you an example. You're at a party, you've played games, you've showed them stuff, you've let them taste, touch, and feel. These girls are laughing, okay? They're having way too much fun, okay? And now you've got to bring them back down to earth, okay? Because you don't want to go, okay, that's all the stuff I brought with me. Okay, I'm going to sit back up here. Come on back when you're ready to place an order. You did not tell them what they need to do now, okay? You really didn't, okay? What do they really need to do now? They need to start looking through their order forms or looking through their catalogs to start placing orders, okay? Start talking among themselves about who's going to have the next couple of parties. So make sure your closing remarks brings everybody back down to earth. We can always tell when our new girls are not doing a closing remark, because here's what happens. They got 10 girls at their party. They've got 3 orders, 3 people placed orders, and they got maybe 1 booking, maybe, okay, out of 10 people. Hun, out of 10 people, you ought to have 10 things done. 8 orders, 2 bookings, 10 orders, 2 bookings, 7 orders, 3 bookings. Okay, everybody at that party should be doing something to help that hostess. Place an order, book a party, do something. Okay, so we can always tell when a new girl is not doing closing remarks because we have these little small numbers. Because closing remarks is now we bring them back to earth. We now have to tell them what we need them to do, okay? It's like, okay, girls, that's all the goodies I brought with me tonight. Did y'all have a good time? Did y'all have a good time? Yeah? All right. The way we say thank you to our hostess this evening is by placing orders and booking parties. Because, ladies, that is the only way our hostess wins her goodies. Now, y'all did have a good time, right? Right? Okay. Let's give our hostess a big round of applause. Yay! And remember how we say thank you is by placing orders and booking parties. Don't forget, we need at least 2 of you to book parties. And hold your fingers up just like this, because very visual. We need at least 2 of you to book parties this evening so our hostess gets her favorite item at half price. So start talking among yourselves about who's going to be having the next couple of parties. Okay, and I need about 3 minutes to set up in the other room, and then I'll be ready to take your order. If you're in a hurry, let me know. I will take your order first. Ladies, again, let's give our hostess a big round of applause. Yay! You see how that works? Okay, it's called Guilt with a Smile. Okay, if you had a good time this evening, the only way to say thank you is by placing orders and booking parties, because that is the only way she wins her goodies. Okay, it's Guilt with a Smile. Got to bring them back down to earth. Got to tell them what we need to do now. Okay, so that's what we call closing remarks. And girls, your closing remarks can make or break your party. Okay, at the beginning of the party, you're going to tell everybody in the room what the hostess can win. Girls, when we hit $400 this evening, she starts earning shopping spree money. Also, when everybody here does something to help her this evening, she gets everything else that she wants at 20% off. That when I say helping her this evening, you place an order, book a party, or both. Okay, but when everybody does that, then she gets everything else that she wants at 20% off. And ladies, when 2 or more of you book parties to be held within the next few weeks, she also gets her favorite item at half price. So I know you're all here to help her this evening to win her goodies, and for that, I'm going to make sure you all have a good time. So let's get started. That's the opening remarks. Okay, that's thanking the hostess. All right, at the end of the party is when you got to bring them back down to earth. Okay, because they've totally forgot what you said before. So the closing remarks, okay, remember, it's the most important thing that you do in closing up that party. Did y'all have a good time tonight? Did you? Remember, the way we say thank you is by placing orders and booking parties, because that is the only way our hostess wins her goodies. Now, y'all had a good time, right? Remember how we say thank you. Let's give our hostess a big round of applause. Yay! Okay, I go over that and over that because if you'll learn how to do that, you'll be amazed at how much better your parties will be. Okay. Okay. The next thing, of course, after you have got all your goodies after the presentation, is you're going to start taking orders. Okay. Now, you're going to first, before you do the closing remark, you're going to hand out order forms. Ladies, make sure that you tell everybody to fill out the top right-hand corner. Okay, or the top left-hand corner of the order form. Up there, it asks for the name, address, telephone number, and their email. Why is all that information important? Even if they don't place an order with you because they're just going to come back and book a party, you can take that information and just write at the top of their order form the date and time of their party. And that way you don't have to stop and putting in your book right then and there. You've got all their information, their name, address, telephone number, email, everything is right there on their order form. Okay, and then at the top of the order form, we write down she's having a party on June 1st, Saturday at 6 o'clock, whatever. But it's already there, and you have everything that you need. You have her, the email, which is amazingly important. And the reason why, girls, is because you probably didn't. We haven't talked about star points, so let me talk about star points for you, ladies. How we grow our business and how we get the word out there is by having people's emails. Okay, what you're going to do is, after you get these order forms and get them back to your house, on the back office under My Account, you're going to find star points. Okay, under My Account, you have to log in, go to My Account, and then as the drop down comes down, go to Star Points. There is a little line over there that gives you a place to put your put emails in. Okay, and you just put one in and submit, and put one in and submit, put one in and submit. Here's what happens. Okay, those emails go to the company. Okay, they're now in our database. Every time we have a special going on, or newsletter that updates people on stuff, or about the blog, or about anything that has to do with For Ladies Only. Okay, and we send out anywhere from 2 to 3 of these a week. Okay, what we're basically doing is keeping our name in front of people. Okay, and here's the best part. Every one of those emails counts as a point for you. Okay, and whoever puts in the most emails in a calendar month, whichever ambassador puts in the most in a calendar month, that person gets to go through the current catalog, pick out their favorite item up to $100, and they get that item absolutely free. Good deal, huh? All it is putting in emails. All right. This builds our database so that next time, and it keeps our name in front of all these people, even if they're not hostesses. That way, when they're saying, when their cousin comes to them and says, I'm getting married and I want you to be my maid of honor or my matron of honor or whichever. Okay. Guess what? Within 2 days, and the maid of honor's job is to do the bachelorette party, right? In 2 days, they get another email from us saying, hey, this is on special. And they're going, wouldn't that be fun as a bachelorette party? And then they call us. It's that simple, okay? And if you're one of those people that are putting in so many emails, guess what? You're one of the people who's going to get parties passed to you from the office because we know that you gave us the information. How easy is that? Plus, you got a free thing up to $100. You got it free. Okay, so Star Points is big. Okay, it's huge. At within 24 hours of every party, take your order forms and put those emails into the database. Remember, it's under my account. Okay, drops down. It says Star Points. Just click on that and put your emails in there. It is so incredibly important. What is good for one of us is good for all of us. If everybody's putting in those emails, okay, you're getting the word out there multiple times to everybody across the area and across the country. And if you happen to be in a place by yourself, I mean, like you're off and away, okay, in another town that there's nobody within 30, 40, 50 miles of you, guess what? You putting in all these emails, when those girls call in to have parties, guess who's going to get the party? Okay? It just makes sense. The more we're exposed to the public, the better it is for all of us. Okay, so give us those emails, girls. Okay, give us those emails. It's just very important. Okay, back to the party. You always want to take orders in private. Okay, always take orders in private. I know that sometimes the girls, and say you got 5 or 6 girls, and they're all, they went through school together. They all went to a sorority together. They've just been lifelong friends, kind of things. And they say, oh no, we can do our orders right here. We don't have to go to another room. Don't even believe them. Oh my gosh, the person that's saying that is because they want to see what everybody else is getting. Seriously. Okay, and it's nobody else's business what anybody else is getting. So here's the deal. Okay, you set up your order taking room in the beginning, and if you have to, you blame it back on me, and you say, Nanny would absolutely fire me if I took orders with everybody watching. Okay, of course I wouldn't, but that I'm your excuse. I am a built-in excuse for you. Okay, just say, oh, I'm sorry, it's against the rules. I just can't do that. We're just going to take orders in private. Now, why is that so important? Because you know what? There's that little girl right there that doesn't want everybody else to know her business, but she likes those backdoor toys, and she does not want anybody else knowing. But if you do these orders in with the group, she will never order those items. So you just lost sales because you didn't do this in private. Okay, why would you do that to yourself? Also, when you're going to book parties, okay, it is easier to book parties one-on-one than it is in a crowd. Because if you're standing there with somebody and you say, is there any reason why you wouldn't enjoy having a party of your own? If she gives you a reason, you can solve her problem and you can book the party. But if you say in a crowd, okay, you say, is there any reason why you wouldn't enjoy having a party of your own? And she goes, oh, I just can't, I'm too busy. And it's like, and then of course you come back and it's like, well, girlfriend, today's Saturday, so obviously Saturdays are lighter days for you. So is there any reason why we couldn't go ahead and pick you a Saturday? And everybody in the room is going, okay, so that doesn't work. What else can I say? Why would you do this to yourself? You're just making your life hard, and it doesn't have to be at all. Okay, so always take orders in private, one person at a time. Take thank you sacks with you. And when I say thank you sacks, the sacks that you get from Walmart, they put everything in. If you don't want to buy the sacks already done, like at Sam's or something like that, where it's just a, white paper thank you sack, save your Walmart sacks. Seriously, take them to the parties with you. So when people buy stuff, you can put it in the bag. Okay. You got something that you can, keep their sales private. Okay. You don't want to ever even joke that you're going to tell other people that what they bought. That's the biggest no you can do. Okay. Everything anybody buys is totally private. You don't ever tell anybody what anybody else orders. Okay. So always make sure you do orders in private. Big deal. All right. Your next code words, girls, there's 2 of them. It's called the hostess. So write down the hostess. The, T-H-E, hostess, H-O-S-T-E-E, the hostess. Also, when taking orders, girls, like I said, when you're setting up in the beginning, get everything ready. Get your booking calendar out, get your hostess packs ready, get your pen ready, your calculator, everything that you're going to need, have it ready right there. Okay, having your supplies handy, that you're not having to scramble for stuff when you're in the order room, it just makes you look a lot more professional. Okay, it gets you down to business quick. Okay, and because you have a lot of people that you need to do business with in a very short amount of time, 4 to 6 minutes is about the norm. Okay, you don't want to sit there and be wasting time looking for stuff. Okay, always make sure you pop the question after you have, and here's the way I do it. There's a little system that at my parties, what I do is I take the order, and oh, here's another big thing. When you're looking over her order, the things that she's written down, make comments and make them always very positive, like, oh yeah, that's a good one, you picked a good one, or that's a very popular item, good choice, or don't you just love that one, that's one of my favorites. Seriously, people love to hear that they're making the right choice. Okay, so don't just be an order taker where you add it up and your amount is this much. Okay, talk about the order. Okay, because once you see what she's actually ordered, there may be something very glaringly obvious that she needs to add to this order. She's ordered a cock ring and a toy. Okay, and she has no lube anywhere in sight on that order. Okay, so once you actually read what the girl has actually bought, okay, and you make comments about them, guess what? Okay, you can say, and with this cock ring, it is very important that you have a lubricant. Have you picked one out that you like the best? It's pretty much that simple. You can add things to the order just obviously by suggestive selling. Okay, but so always make sure that you go through and you take the order, and then of course at the end, one of the things I had the hardest time with when I started off was asking people for money. I don't know why, I just did. And so I got into the habit of just saying, and how would you like to pay for your order? That way it always puts it all back on them. It's not me asking for money, it's their order. Okay, and how did you want to pay for your order this evening? Okay, if they hand you a credit card, you just run it on your phone swipe. If they give you cash, you just make sure you have extra change on you. Nothing worse than trying to make, somebody hands you $100 bill for a $40 or $50 order and you're scrambling trying to find change. Okay, always make sure you have change. I always do 2 20s, 3 10s, 4 5s, and 10 1s. That's what I take to every single party. Okay, and if you'll do that, and that's money you never touch, it's just your change bag. Okay, and at the end of every party, to pull out the cash that they gave you that night, and put back in your 2 20s, your 3 10s, your 4 5s, and your 10 1s. Okay, and that way you're ready for the next one, and don't ever get into that money. It does not exist. That is just your change bag. But make sure that you can make change immediately. Okay, but after you've done all the money stuff, okay, then you're going, and then you notice that the order forms are 3 parts. Okay, you got a white one, a yellow one, and a pink one. The night of the party, you're going to pull off the pink one and hand it to her right then and there. That way she's got your name, and make sure you're putting your name and your phone number on every single order. Okay, down there in the very middle and on the bottom, it says your ambassador. Make sure your first name and your phone number is on there, because you know what, you're going to pull off that pink order form and right then and there and hand it to her. Okay, if she has a question, or if she gets home and her husband says, why didn't you book a couples party? Okay. Okay, it's on the order form, it has the home office. Do you want them calling the home office, or you want them calling you? I don't know about you, I want them calling me. So make sure your name and phone number is on every single order form. So pull off that pink copy and you hand it to her. As you're handing it to her, you say, did you have a good time tonight? Always start with that question, because you want them saying yes. Okay, did you have a good time tonight? And they go, yeah, it was fun. It's like, is there any reason why you wouldn't enjoy having a party of your own? Okay, and then hush. Don't say anything after that. Just say, did you have a good time? And when they say yes, say, is there any reason why you wouldn't enjoy having a party of your own? Wait for their response. If they give you a concern why they can't have a party, my place is too small, my husband won't let me, I don't know who to invite. Like I said, there's only 7 reasons why people say that they can't have a problem, can't have a party. Um, and that's under problem solving, under coaching. Okay, it's really easy. All right, so seriously, answer and solve their problem. Okay, and then book their party. And that's the way you do it. Just as you're handing the pink copy, say, did you have a good time tonight? You did. Good deal. Is there any reason why you wouldn't enjoy having a party of your own? You'd make a great hostess. So simple, just like that. Just do it just like that. Um, if you're wanting to book more parties, make your parties more fun. That's the bottom line. That is really the bottom line. Okay, we're females, and females love to share fun things. Think about it. If you saw, let's say you went and saw a romantic comedy that you just thought was great, first thing you want to do is grab a girlfriend and go see it again. Why do us girls do that? Because we women like to share a good time. It's just in our DNA. We love sharing a good time. So if the party is fun, they're going to want to share this with their friends. Okay, so make sure the party is fun. One of the ways to make sure a party is fun is to make sure you're having fun. Because a robot standing up there going, this is this, this is this, this is not fun. Okay, make sure you're having a good time. Let me tell you a little quick story. I was in a park one day, and I was watching 2 guys clear across the park, couldn't even hear what they were saying, couldn't even hear their voices. Okay, all I could do is see them. And they were having this conversation. And I was just glancing over there. And then one of the guys starts laughing. I mean, this man was losing it. He was laughing so hard. And you know what? I couldn't take my eyes off of him. I could not take my eyes off this man because he was having a good time. I didn't know what he was laughing about. I couldn't even hear him laughing. All I could see that he was just losing it. He was laughing so hard. Okay, I couldn't take my eyes off of him. You need to be exactly the same way. You need to have such a good time that the girls just won't take their eyes off of you. Because if you're having a good time, they're going to have a good time. Another way to increase fun at your party is increase the games that you play. Okay, do one right at the beginning to kind of warm people up. Take care of your business, thanking the hostess and the businessy thing. Then play another game. Okay, let's play another game, and then go into your presentation. In between lotions and potions and lingerie and toys, before you get to the toys, play another game. Okay. At the end of the party, you can play what we call the booking game. Look under bookings. Okay, and it's called a booking game. All right. All kinds of different games that you can play, but make it fun. Engage them. Okay, engage your crowd and make sure you're asking questions and just engage them. All right, but you have fun. If you're having fun, they're going to have fun. Okay. Also, increase your sales by giving extra value. We women, we're made, okay, we see the word sale and our brains kind of click into overdrive. Have you noticed that? We see the word sale or close out or special, okay? Our brains just kind of take on a different thing. Make sure that at every party, you're giving extra value. Okay, ladies, when you buy this evening, you get this right here for only $5. Okay, it's normally a $15 value. You get it for $5 tonight when you buy this right here. Okay, make sure that you're giving value. Also, always show cash and carry. I know I've told you this. Okay, but show cash and carry. Grab a couple of items out of cash and carry, things that are not in the catalog, and only get like 1 or 2 of that item, and have like maybe 5, 6 items in the cash and carry, and no more than say 2 of any one of them, and say, okay, and these are my goodies tonight. Now let's say this item right here only cost you $15. You're going to sell it for $30. This is a $45 item tonight, girls, and they're only tonight and tonight only. They're only $30, and I only have 2, so it's the first 2 people that come back for them. They're the ones that are going to get them. This one right here, your cost is $30. Okay, also a $45 item. This one will cost you $20. It's a $40 item, ladies. You're going to get it for $20 tonight, but I only have 1 with me, so it's first come, first serve. This gets people back in the back placing orders with you. Okay, plus we hear that word sale, and once you get a woman to open her wallet, it stays open for other things. Okay, it's just the way it works. Okay, so make sure you're always doing a sale, okay, at every single party. All right. Grab bags. Grab bags are going to be a big part of your business. And as a big part of your business, you want to spend a little time on grab bags. Everybody in that room, okay, will want a $20 grab bag. Our $20 grab bags have anywhere from $25 to $40 worth of vibrating fun in every single bag. Okay, and you want to spend time telling them about grab bags before you even put them on the floor and start to do the little grab bag game. Okay, for those of you that have never been to a party and don't know the grab bag game, it goes like this. All right, girls, it's now time for grab bags. Let me tell you a little bit about my grab bags before we get started. Your cost on the grab bags this evening, girls, is $20. And in each one of these grab bags, there are $25 to $40 worth of vibrating fun. Okay, so here's the way it works. I'm going to put them all in a pile right here on the floor. Because I'm not going to remember who did what later, I do ask that you pay for your grab bag up front. If you're going to do cash, just hand me $20 and I'll put that in my pocket. If you have a credit card or debit card, I put it in this pocket. And here's what happens. You stay in the circle. As soon as you pay me, stay in the circle. For those of you that give me credit cards, I know that when we get back to the order room, if I have your credit card, we're just going to add an extra $20 to your order. Okay, it's pretty much that simple. And then, of course, everybody pays you. Everybody gets into the circle and you go, okay, girls, here's the way it works. With your eyes only, I want you to pick out your bag. Not touch, just with your eyes only. Has everybody got their bag picked out? Yes? Okay. I'm going to count to 3. And when I say go, you're going to grab your bag. You are not going to open your bag. You are going to take your bag and go back and sit down, but do not open it. Does everybody understand? And they're like, okay. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. And everybody goes for it. It's so much fun to watch. Then you gather up whatever's left over, put it back in your bag, and you go to the hostess first. Okay? And you say, now this, and of course you want to pick up one of the bags yourself. Okay? And you want to hold it and try to find one that has a long skinny thing in it. Okay? So you can like scrunch down the bag and show them the shape of the item. Okay, and so they can obviously see that it's a dildo of some kind. So scrunch it down and say, I'm going to play too. And here's the way it works, girls. We're going to ask our hostess. Now, you now own those bags, girls. So now feel them up and just let them just crunch them and feel them and, you know, and try to figure out what they are. And then we go to our hostess and we say, okay, girl, you're going to be first. But here's the deal. Have you felt up your bag? Okay. Okay, as you can see, I felt up mine too. You have a choice. You can either open your bag or you can open mine. And they will choose one or the other. Say they open their own. Okay, so they open it up and you have them show it to everybody. This is what they got. And what you do is you, off the top of your head, come up with a price for that item. Okay, between $25 and $40. Say, and you just picked up a $40 item. You go, girl. Okay, and then we're going to go to the next person. Now, the next person can either steal from the hostess, they can open their own bag, or they can steal yours. What would they like to do? And you go around the entire room this way. Okay, next person, it's like those 2 that are already open, you can steal from either one of those people. You can have mine or you can have yours. And it goes all the way around the room this way. Okay, now, if somebody gets theirs stolen, okay, you can always say, the person that stole it hands her theirs. Okay, now she's holding this thing that, you know, the other lady had, and you say, okay, now you don't have to keep that. You can either keep that one or you can have mine. That way, it's always their choice. They're getting their own choice. Okay, and then you get all the way around the room and you go back to the hostess and you go, okay, you didn't have anybody to choose from but me. But because you're our hostess, you get extra special treatment. So you now get to steal from anybody in the room. See how that works? And that's way too much fun as well, because if she steals from somebody, then you go to that person. They don't have to keep it. They can either keep what they were given or they can steal yours, the one that you're holding now. Okay? So, I mean, this way, everybody gets literally what they want. Okay, and then of course after that you're going to do the closing remarks and get started taking orders. Okay, but ladies, make your parties fun. And when you do the grab bags, if you're having trouble doing the grab bag thing, you can also add value to those as well. Make a handwritten coupon that says your entire order 10% off tonight. and put it in one of the grab bags and say, okay, ladies, in this pile, there is one of those bags that has a coupon in it that says everything in your order is 10% off tonight. See how many more girls are going to get up and play the game? So their entire order is 10% off. Okay, so there's all kinds of different things that you can do to increase value for your customers. Okay, girls, the next code word, the next two code words is a party. A party. Okay, let's see. Did I give you? Wait a minute. I think I may have missed one. Let's do that again. Okay, the first code words is without. The second one is the hostess. The third one is you don't have. Did you write that one down? You don't have. Write that one down. And the last one is a party. So it's like without the hostess, you don't have a party. Okay, that is the end of class number 4, girls. This is party presentation. If you get the opportunity, go with your trainer to see her actually do a party. If you do not have the opportunity because you live too far away or she never has parties anywhere close to you, here's what you need to do. In this section under New Ambassador, you're going to find Presentation by Nanny. It's me doing a party. Okay, I had a bunch of new girls at one time that I was needing to train on how to do party presentation. And what I did is I just went to the office. We just came to the office and I did a party for them. And I recorded it. So if you would like to see me doing a party, it's called Party Presentation by Nanny, and it's right there under New Ambassador. Click on that. It takes about an hour. Okay. Just listen to that because it's in 2 parts. So just listen to that all the way through. It's an easy, fun way to actually watch somebody doing a party. And if you're like I am, I learn it better if I can see it. Okay. So there you go, girls. That is class number 4. Okay. And that's party presentation. And I'll be with you whenever you're ready for class number 5. Thank you.